Alright, so I'm going to give my thoughts on one very specific part of this interview done on ABC News with Jussie Smollett, where he says, quote, "It feels like if I had said it was a Muslim or a Mexican or someone black, I feel like the doubters would have supported me a lot more, and that says a lot about the place that we are in our country right now," end quote. Okay, so this is extremely disingenuous for a very specific reason, and it perfectly shows his complete disconnect to logic and rationality and what people are actually saying, and it actually has nothing to do with race, but rather it has to do with the probability of his story. For example, he says that if he had said a black, Mexican, or Muslim person had attacked him, then we would all believe him. This assumes that the only thing we are hung up on is that the perpetrators were allegedly white. That is not what anyone is hung up on. It is well within the realm of possibility that a white person could do something violent to another person. The problem with what Jussie said here is that he is conflating the reason why people don't believe him with race, where it actually has to do with the magnitude of claims he is making. It has nothing to do with white people attacking someone. No one denies that that can and does happen. But based off of what he is claiming, we are to believe that two white guys in MAGA hats wearing ski masks just so happened to be walking around in sub-freezing temperatures, carrying around a noose that they intended to put over someone's head at some point, and carrying around a bottle of bleach that they intended to splash into someone's face, and they just so happened to run across you, someone who just so happened to supposedly have some threats thrown at them in the weeks prior, and those two guys just so happened to attack you exactly where there were no cameras pointed at, while you were allegedly on the phone with your manager, which just so happens to be the call that was erased from the log you gave the police. Call me a skeptic, but boy, is that all not extraordinarily convenient circumstances for those two MAGA hat wearing guys looking to do something heinous. But really, this entire thing comes down to the faulty way of thinking by the social justice movement, Jussie included in that. Like I said, Jussie is just claiming that people don't believe him because of race. If he had said any other minority, he thinks that we all would have believed him. This is completely untrue, but Jussie and the social justice narrative keeps insisting that you should not pay attention to the evidence, do not pay attention to the probability of the claims, do not pay attention to the unlikely allegations and circumstances, only pay attention to race, and let that be the determining factor in all of these situations. Sorry, but no reasonable person cares about the race of the attacker. But at the same time, no reasonable person can hear Jussie's story and say, yeah, that makes sense. Because after all, this is one of the most cobbled together patchwork claims I have heard in a long time. And by the way, the moment hard proof like video comes out showing that everything you claimed was true, I will be the first to post a video saying that I was wrong, and I suspect that everyone else who doubts you would do the same. I have no reason to believe that video will come out, however, as I am doubtful it exists, but if it does, you will have my apology. But all in all, Jussie is just completely incorrect in his assertion that the only reason why people don't believe him has anything at all to do with race. Like I said, it has to do with the magnitude of quite suspicious claims that he is making that surround this entire situation. But anyway, thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe and comment and all that crazy stuff. Thank you.